Hey guys, so today I'm going to be planting 2 hanging baskets that I want to hang in my chicken coop this summer. Well, this spring and summer. So I drew up this plan and it's in my little notebook here. I don't remember it off the top of my head exactly what I wanted to plant in these baskets, but let's look at my notebook and I will tell you. I just have to find the right page. So I draw up a lot of notes in this little planner, not planner, but what is composition book. These are super cheap at the store, like less than 50 cents. So I buy these like 1 to 2 every year, and I just like dump thoughts into it about the garden and plants. So like if I am reading something and I learned about a new plant or that I want to remember and possibly use it in the garden, like I put everything down in here that I want to remember to do. So these hanging chicken baskets, I wrote down plants and I did a little drawing about how I wanted them to look. So I need to find it in here, and everything's kind of all jumbled together, so I just have to look real quick and try to find it. Come on. I found it. Yay! Okay, so here's what it looks like. I have a bunch of scribbles on this page. So I have like a design for a chicken like roosting bar type of thing that I want to build this year potentially. So that's on here. See, stuff like that. And I'm not the best like artist. So anyway, so for my baskets, I'm thinking I had a couple of ideas. I obviously want everything to be edible and safe for the chickens. So I've got, so look at this. Okay, can you see this? Okay, so on the outside, I've got nasturtiums, and I have the nasturtiums that do grow about 6 feet long. So they're going to trail down the pot. And then I have petunias in between there, and then a Swiss chard in the center. And I think that will be such a pretty basket. I also have in this basket here cucamelon, which can trail all over the chicken wire fencing thing, like over the top and stuff. So I don't know, I have some cucamelon going, and I wasn't thinking about putting it, I forgot that I wanted to put it in the basket. So I think, because this basket doesn't have the cucamelon, but this one does. So I might go ahead and do cucamelon in both baskets and let that trail. I did have another spot for cucamelon because obviously I forgot that I was going to put it in this basket. So I do have another spot laid out that I want cucamelon to go, but I'll definitely do 2 and put them in these hanging baskets. So I think having these edible planters in the coop will be so fun, so that when everything surrounding the coop that I'm growing alongside it and on it is going to be edible for the chickens. So everything in the basket is going to be edible, so that when we are, walking by, we can snap a little something, give it to them. When we go into their coop, into their run, we can just grab something from the basket, some Swiss chard leaves, the petunia flowers. When those come off, they'll fall down to the ground. The girls will be able to eat those flowers. The cucamelons, they won't be able to reach it, but once those comes, we could just pick the cucamelons, give them a little bit of that, or they're little anyway, but give them a cucamelon. And the nasturtium is edible, so if that starts trailing down, they'll have like that stimulation. They'll want to jump up and get those vines, and it's edible and safe for them. So I think it'll be fun. It'll provide just stimulation, and they're gonna be basically living in a jungle, kind of like they did last summer. I just have plants everywhere, and I think it's gonna be so much fun for them. So much stimulation, fun, and fun for us too, just to watch them. So let's go ahead and get these baskets started. I'll show you what I got. I bought these from a greenhouse that is not super far from me, and the baskets I think were super cheap, like $2 or something like that. So here are the baskets. I got these two. They were $2.25, and then I've got my right in the face. I got my hangers right here. These will hang pretty high, so I'm hoping that with the nasturtium that I chose, the nasturtium will hang low enough to where if they want to jump a little bit, they'll be able to reach a vine. But that will take a little bit. I say by mid-July, the vines will probably be long enough, and if they're not, we'll just grab pieces for them. But they'll have so much stimulation from the plants that I'm growing around their run that they're not gonna miss if these don't perform the way I expect them to. But I think they'll be fine. But yeah, so here are the hanging baskets. I tried to pick some that were pretty deep, just because, you know, midsummer, this is gonna be all roots from the plant. So yeah, it's just, they will have to be kept watered daily, and I'm a bad daily waterer. I just am. So yeah. All right, let's pot these up. So I decided that I probably should add some fertilizer to this. So I went out and got my Super Thrive, and I'm gonna add that to this so they have, usually I won't add fertilizer when I'm starting seeds because we're gonna do seeds in these two pots. Usually I don't do that until the plants start growing, but because these are gonna be like outdoor containers, and I'm bad at fertilizing, you know, everything over the season, I'm gonna add them some granular so they have something to feed on from the start. Yeah, that's my little cup. So here are some petunias that I sowed in this salad container, and I am going to lift what I need out of here to plant in there. And I do this by using a fork. Usually I have a plastic fork, but I could not find any plastic forks, so we're using a real fork right now. So here's what they look like. Now it's time to lift. Here's one. Two. I'll let this be 3. Ooh, it's hanging. 3. And then I need one more to split. 4. And that'll be for one pot. And then I've got this right here, which I'll count as 1. So let's see. Do this as 1. So now I have 4 petunias for each of my hanging baskets. So let's go ahead and plant those in. Make a little hole. Drop it in. Yes. Why are you so loud? Why are you so loud? I can hear you all the way in the house, babies. Huh? Margie, did you lay an egg, honey? Hi, little babies. Hi, little babies. Over there. Margine. So loud. So this is where, well, not in this exact position, but the lighting was off. So I moved the tray a little bit, but this is where they're going to stay on this bottom shelf until our temperatures warm back up outside. And then I'll hang them in my outdoor greenhouse and let them kind of, you know, wake up out there. The seeds for sure. The petunias will be just fine. They're super hardy, surprisingly. I think petunias here in zone 5 where I live, like down to 20 degrees, they're still going. So they would be fine outside, but because I have other, you know, I have nasturtiums, I kind of have a mix of like cold tolerant and then warm things. So the nasturtium likes warmth. And the Swiss chard is kind of a cool season veggie. They do grow well in the summer, but they also grow well in the cooler temps. So I would like to keep these pots pretty warm. So they're going to stay down here, but I'll keep you guys updated, especially when I move them outside and then as they're growing through the season. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!